Hello there. My apologies if I appear a little disheveled. I am a little disheveled. It's been brought to my attention that it's October 19th as I record this, which doesn't seem physically possible as far as I'm concerned, but nevertheless, it is October 19th, which means we're exactly 2 weeks out from game day for Extra Life 2024, which means I should probably give anyone any information at all concerning Extra Life 2024, because as it turns out, hi, I'm doing Extra Life again this year. Because of course I am. I always do Extra Life. This will be my 9th year doing it. I just haven't been great about publicizing the fact that I'm doing it this year, which is kind of self-defeating. Because, as it turns out, Extra Life is a charity gaming marathon, where you play video games or board games or whatever games you like, and then raise money for your local children's hospital, which in my case is Gillette Children's Specialty Healthcare. I always get it wrong. I know it's Gillette Children's Specialty Healthcare, but I always get it wrong for whatever reason. Anyway, I'm raising money for them. I've raised money for them every year I've done this, and I'm very pleased with the work they do, so I'm happy to support them in this fashion. So, in my case, I will be live streaming my marathon, and it will be running starting on Saturday, November 2nd at 8 a.m. Central Daylight Time and going until Sunday, November 3rd, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, because you see, daylight saving time ends in the middle of there, and then therefore it's 25 hours long instead of 24 hours long. I don't know why we always do game day on that particular day, so it's 25 hours instead of 24, but we always do. I always do. It's not required, but I always do it. I don't know, I just like playing video games, so I guess 1 more hour of video games is a good thing as far as I'm concerned, even though I'll be very, very sleepy by the end of it, because I'm not very good at staying up all night anymore, as it turns out, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll make it happen. It'll be great. Anyway, so I will be live streaming on my YouTube channel. It'll also be embedded on the Extra Life page, which is extralife.org/participants/SharkyBreath, I want to say. I'll put it on the screen and in the description, but that's the website for it. If you don't want to watch it on my channel, which you can do either one you want, it's fine with me. Whatever you want to do is great. Anyway, as I've done in the past years, I'm going to be splitting it into 3 chunks. So the first chunk will last like 8 to 9 hours, starting 8 a.m. and going until 4 p.m., 5 p.m., somewhere in there in the afternoon. And it'll mostly be single-player games. I'll be starting off with one called Thank Goodness You're Here, which I hear is extremely funny and extremely British. So set your expectations as such. And then basically I've got a list of other games that I might bring out. This list is always enormous every year, and I usually wind up getting to like 3 or 4 of them. So, you know, don't get your expectations quite so high. But the list of potential games I'm considering this year, these are just the ones that I have, mind you. I have Animal Well, Crypt Master, My Friend Pedro, Frog Detective, Chapter 1 that would be, Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion, Snufkin Melody of Moomin Valley, Shadows Over Loathing. Those are the ones I've got. Now, in terms of like new games that I don't have yet, but I would like to get and may get for this, we've got Astrobot, UFO 50, Hades 2, which is in early access, but like Hades 1 was amazing, and I still haven't played Hades 2 despite it being out in early access for a while, so that might be good. The Plucky Squire, we got 9 Souls, Children of the Sun. Those are the ones I'm considering right now. If this list isn't set in stone by any means, by the way, so if there's something specific that you think would suit Extra Life particularly well and you'd like to see it, feel free to let me know. Or if you support something from the list particularly much and would like to see it particularly, then, you know, feel free to voice that sort of thing. I pay attention. I don't know. I'm not always the best at responding immediately, but I pay attention. So, yeah, I got you. Anyway, that will last until 4 or 5 p.m., like I said, at which point I will take a short break for 15 minutes or so, you know, just get up, stretch, restroom, that sort of thing. And then we'll come back with the next segment. Now, normally at the next segment, my sibling will be over and we'll do some local multiplayer. Last year we played We Were Here, the first one, and I expect we'll play another We Were Here game this year. We were here. That phrase is surprisingly hard to say, particularly when you say it a whole bunch of times in a row, but probably we'll play We Were Here 2, which is naturally the second one. But yeah, that's not set in stone just yet either. And normally we play a couple other games. Last year we played Kiwi, but what are we playing this year? We don't really have a plan. Lately we've been playing a lot of Helldivers 2, which is fun, but kind of a time vampire. I wonder how that would be to watch. I'm not sure, but like it might be good. We might give it a try. Yeah. Also, there is the possibility there's a new Mario Party that came out, and it's called what? Super Mario Party Jamboree. I don't have it, but it does have a mode where you can play online with up to 20 people. Now, I don't have 20 people who watch my streams, much less 20 people who have Switches in Mario Party Jamboree. But still, if there's interest, I might run out and grab that, and we'll see what we can do. That'll go until, it usually goes like what, until 8 or 9 or so, at which point we'll switch over to Jackbox games for the rest of the evening. And with audience participation, so feel free to jump in on that. It's very simple to do, and we'll describe it all. We'll explain it all when we get there. Jackbox games are great. If you've never tried them, it's worth a shot. That will go until roughly midnight. No, not roughly midnight, exactly midnight. That's the plan, exactly midnight. At which point we'll take another stream break for like 15 minutes. And when we come back, we'll start off with horror games. I say horror games. I'm planning to play one game this year. The plan is Still Wakes the Deep, which I hear is extremely good, but also extremely rough in terms of like violence and language. So one of those things where you can't really monetize it, but fortunately I'm not monetizing it. This is a fundraiser, not a give me money. You give money to the children's hospitals, and that stuff all still works when you get demonetized, so no problem. That'll go until either I finish the game or I just can't take it anymore, which usually I finish the game. But yeah, once we finish the game, then there'll probably be like 4 or 5 hours left in the marathon, at which point I pretty much play whatever I can do to get through the night, because at that point I'll be very, very sleepy. And so whatever I can concentrate on, we'll go with that. Whether it's from the list or something that I just play on the regular, like, oh, I don't know, Spelunky. I used to play Spelunky a lot, and it was pretty good for keeping my concentration for whatever reason. But yeah, we'll see what happens. It gets a little bit freeform at that part of the marathon, because I've only got so much juice left at that point. Anyway, the marathon will go until 8 a.m. on the 3rd, at which point I will then check my Extra Life page for how much money we've raised, and then I will put another additional 10% of whatever we raise into the fundraiser. So like if we make, my initial goal this year is $2,000. If we make exactly $2,000, then at 8 a.m. on the 3rd, I will add another $200 in. And yeah, 10% of whatever we wind up raising, I will put in on top of it, is basically what I'm saying. Yes. So what does this mean for you? Well, if you're interested in donating, thank you very much, first off. Second off, please go to the Extra Life page, and all the details about the event are there. It's, again, in the description, or also right here. I'll put it on the screen again. There it is. Go there. That'll take care of you. If you're not able to donate, don't sweat it at all. The best things you can do to support me would be to share either my Extra Life page or this video specifically in whatever circles you're comfortable with. Far and wide, as far as I'm concerned. The more people to see it, the better. And if you are able, please do come to the live stream, which, again, it'll be going on for 25 hours. So whenever you got time, I'll be here for sure. And any people stopping in to say hi is usually a huge support help, because the energy gets a little bit thin towards the end. Now, I'm not expecting people to get up in the middle of the night just to see me, but like if you happen to be up, hey, I'll be here. So yes, in summary, SharkyBreath Extra Life 2024 Charity Marathon is happening, and it will be live streamed starting Saturday, November 2nd, 8 a.m. until Sunday, November 3rd, 8 a.m. Be there or don't, I guess. But I would like it if you would be there. That would be cool. I would appreciate it. And I think that's about all I have to say on the matter. So, thanks for your attention. Hope to see you on game day.